Hello there guys, this is Christy Lewis from Dostoevsky in Space, and today we have a very exciting video. Yes, that's right, it is the Middle Grade March, TBR. I'm always so excited about filming this video. As you know, I don't normally do readathon TBRs separately. Maybe you know that, maybe you don't care, I don't know. But in this case, I usually end up doing a Middle Grade March TBR because I'm just so excited about it. Like, yeah. It's definitely one of the best readathons happening on BookTube. So if you have never taken part, even if you think middle grade isn't your thing, there's probably a middle grade out there for you. So yeah, I'm excited about it. So let's jump into it. The prompts have just been announced today, which is why I'm stoked about it today. I am not actually planning things for all of the prompts yet, but I am really looking forward to hearing what you guys are reading in the comments. Please tell me if you are reading according to the prompts, because if you are, I would love to hear what you're reading according to the prompts. Should I talk about the prompts at all? Maybe I'll pull that up at the end. Most of mine, I'm planning to read the group pick, which is a Rover's story by Jasmine Warga. So this fits several of the prompts. One of the prompts is sci-fi, reading a sci-fi book. And so it fits for that. It's about a rover on Mars, and it's like the whole world is watching its progress, and apparently it encounters a lot of difficulties, and it's kind of about persistence or perseverance. So I'm so excited to try this because a lot of times sci-fi is very a heady, it's kind of an intellectual, idea-focused genre, which I love about it. That's why I love sci-fi. And it uses metaphor a lot of times in just such interesting ways. But middle grade is usually so full of heart, so it should be really interesting to see the influence of those two things, in one book. I'm very excited to try. I haven't really read any middle grade sci-fi that I can think of. Maybe I have, but probably a lot more middle grade fantasy. So excited to try this one. What other prompts does that one cover? I don't remember. There's neurodiverse character is one. A book published in the current year is another one, so that's 3. This one might fit the book published this year prompt. Anyways, that's I watched all the videos a couple times, so it's up in here somewhere. But anyways, another book that I've been planning to read for months is Every Falling Star by Sungju Lee, which is actually a book on North Korea, and I had heard that it was a middle grade book on North Korea, and I think that's because the protagonist is 12 years old, so whoever said that probably figured it was middle grade. This has actually been classified as young adult, but it's still considered juvenile literature, but some libraries will have young adult with their juvenile literature, etc. So it sounds like it's kind of straddling a fine line. It's a memoir about a 12-year-old boy who grew up on the streets of North Korea, and I think he was part of a gang, and so there's probably some graphic stuff that happened to him, so I could see why they would be hesitant to put it in middle grade, because that would be scarring for the kid who experienced it, much less everybody who's reading about it. But I'm just fascinated by North Korea. I always kind of have been, but obviously since I've been falling in love with Korea so much, I feel their heartbreak in every media that I read or watch or listen to from South Korea. I feel their heartbreak over North Korea, and they want to be reconnected. And so I'm just reading everything I can find about this. So I'm excited to read this, even if it's maybe technically YA, but it is juvenile literature. So hopefully that counts. Next, I have When Did You See Her Last by Daniel Handler. And this, that's the author of this series of unfortunate events, Lemony Snicket, and this was a book series that I started. I forget what I think it was for Summer Book Bingo, for Tiffany's Summer Book Bingo. She had read a book recommended by a kid, and so I asked if Claire, Tiffany's daughter, could recommend me a book. And so she gave me 5 recommendations, and I chose book 1 in this series. And I think I started book 2, but I was like, I'm going to save this for middle grade March because I'm going to be in the mood for it then. So, yeah, the series is hilarious. It's got all kinds of literary references. It's a mystery. It's pretty much like Lemony Snicket is narrating the whole thing. That's kind of the tone. Daniel Handler just let his voice come out, and he does the same thing that the Lemony Snicket books do, which is with defining words, you know, and kind of, I can just picture him doing like word clouds for each book and just selecting words to bounce his creativity off of and create chapters. I don't know if that's how he does it, but it seems like sometimes he'll just come up with a word that he wants to define, like a really weird word that he wants to define, and be like, okay, this chapter is gonna somehow be related to this word just so that I can define it in a humorous way. So I don't know, his creative process must be very unique. So anyways, I'm excited to try volume 2 of that. And I also have The Silver Chair by C.S. Lewis, which I've just been craving some of the Chronicles of Narnia lately, and especially this one because Puddleglum, obviously, but also being beneath the ground for some of the setting is just, it feels like it's really, it just feels so otherworldly in a lot of ways. So, and maybe because I'm reading a book about ants too. Maybe I'm just like, oh, I want to be below the ground. I don't know. Anyways, that's actually going to be, I was thinking of making The Vicar of Wakefield my March book club pick for my book club, but I just decided, you know what, I'm really in the mood for The Silver Chair. So we're going to read The Silver Chair for our March book club pick for the Short Classics for Charity book club. So, and it also fits with Middle Grade March, which is another reason why I was like, hey, let's do that. It doesn't fit any of the prompts, unfortunately, but that's okay. If you want to read and discuss The Silver Chair with me and with the other book clubbers who are joining my book club, it's ages 12 and up. Please email me at Christy Renee Lewis. No, that's my other email. Christy Lewis Reviews at gmail.com, and I'll have that linked down below. If you would like to be part of the book club, it is a free book club this year. Although I do request that if you're joining the book club that you will donate to the charity of your choice in lieu of Patreon payments, because next year I'm thinking this book club may become a Patreon book club if I'm able to keep it up well this year. And so, but this year I didn't want to put any payment on it, you know, any weight on it in that sense. But if you could donate to the charity of your choice, that would be a wonderful thing. That's really the purpose of this book club, is to draw attention to charities. Obviously, my favorite charity is Families Together. So that's who all of my ad proceeds are donated to, and that is who all of the Patreon proceeds would be donated to in future years if I end up starting Patreon. So anyways, yeah, The Silver Chair. There was something else that I forgot I was going to read, but it just went out of my mind. So anyway, I remember. I'm finishing book 4 of the Harry Potter Illustrated book series right now, and I also want to go back and finish rereading The Hobbit. So both of those are rereads, and both of them are illustrated books, and there's just something so relaxing and cozy about revisiting a childhood favorite that is now illustrated. Like, wow, so fun. So definitely both of those, finishing those. I did finish The Hobbit already, but I finished it on audiobook so that I could get to the book club meeting, basically, and I want to go back and physically read it. So once I have a minute, so hopefully during Middle Grade March will be that minute. So those are my plans. Please let me know down below if you're joining for Middle Grade March. It's like BookTube Christmas, as we say. I also say this about Victober though, so maybe Middle Grade March should be like my birthday on BookTube. My birthday is actually March 11th, so that actually fits. Middle Grade March is like BookTube's present to me, and then Victober is like Christmas. Although right now Feb Regency is happening, so I don't know what I'm most excited about. I just always get excited about all the readathons, you know. And that reminds me, co-readathon, I'm still hoping, there hasn't been any word about it happening, but I'm still hoping that it will happen because I have a whole TBR picked out for co-readathon as well. And as you can tell, Every Falling Star, I had planned to read that partly because co-readathon is also supposed to be in March. So we'll see. We'll see if co-readathon happens. Hopefully it happens. So anyways, that is it, guys. And yeah, don't forget to let me know down below what you are reading for Middle Grade March. Bye!